Hey guys, it's Graham. What's cracking? All right, this is my review of the graphic novel Northern Blood by Jason Michalski. Just a warning, there's going to be a little bit of graphic artwork in this one. It's kind of a violent one. There's not really a whole lot of like language and no sensuality in it or anything, but it deals with Viking skeletons pulling a Pirates of the Caribbean and going after somebody who messes with their treasure. So just keep an eye out for that. I first met Jason Michalski online about 10 years ago. He was involved in the Sons of Liberty graphic novels, the one that it was supposed to be a 4-book series, but it got canceled after the second one. Piracy kind of severely damaged their sales. There's a video on my channel about that. I'm still mad about that. I really, really loved that series, and the third one was supposed to have Graham and Brody facing off against the Headless Horseman. And now we'll never get to see it, but I digress. I backed one of his other projects. It was Gandhi, The Beast Within. I was happy to support him on it. The story in the comic itself wasn't my favorite, but I'm glad he's having success out there. Then when this campaign came up, I saw it and I was like, okay, this looks really, really cool. It's going to have zombie Vikings. It's set in World War II. Let's check it out. So this one showed up to my house a while back. And I just got around to reading it this morning because I'm a lazy turd, I guess. Here's one of the kind of graphic scenes where zombie Viking shows up and he's killed some soldiers. They sent me this cool holographic card with it as well. I like that. Good sturdy material that it's printed on. But let's check out the book itself. So we got this Viking with a sword. He is a skeleton. Somewhere in Norway, 1942, you've got Allied soldiers and they get into a firefight with some German soldiers. They're running. One of them falls through a snow-covered hole in the ground and they end up finding a vault that has Viking skeletons inside. And the plot is very simple from there. The treasure is cursed. You get a glimpse at the kind of a flashback of the history of it. You hear the story of these Vikings that sailed into this place and got involved with a witch, and this guy here, Ivar, son of stone, big tough guy. He got cursed by this witch to never be able to go to Valhalla. He was always going to walk the earth, and if anybody ever messed with his treasure, he'd go after them. Well, the Nazis find the treasure. They take a bunch of the Americans prisoner. Ivar's skeleton guys come in after them, and then it becomes a series of unlikely alliances as Frank the American, he saves Estrid. He teams up with the evil Nazi because they're all about to get butchered by these Viking skeleton guys. So it's a very simple concept, very well executed. And I'm coming to appreciate that more and more, especially in the graphic novel space and especially in the indie graphic novel space, because while I do like backing these, and I like seeing them have success, it is hard to invest in more than a handful of them throughout the year. Because even the entry-level paperback tiers will be like 15 or 20 bucks for the book, and then you're spending $8 to $10 on shipping and handling, and it all adds up very, very quickly. If they were to focus entirely on doing series, I'd have to make some harder choices. The Ethan Van Sciver books, the Cyberfrog books, those come out kind of fewer and farther in between because he takes so much time getting the art done. This art, while still good, is also a little bit less detailed, so that gives them, I think, a better turnaround time and makes it so that the price point can be a little bit lower, it can be a little bit more entry level for somebody who doesn't necessarily have the name recognition that Ethan Van Sciver has. And I think it hits a balance in all the right places. You're not taking a huge gamble on the story, but you're not phoning it in with a story like this. You're executing it well, you're doing a good job with the art. This is the kind of thing that a reader would want to see, adapted into, whether it was an anime or onto the big screen or whatever. It rewards the investment, for one, both in finances and in time. And it also scratches that entertainment itch. Simple concept, well executed, as Critical Drinker says, and they did a great job. This is why I'm perfectly content to keep backing projects by Jason Michalski and his collaborators. Let me poke right in here and so I can give him credit for it. Antonio Rojo and then Rojo and DC Alonso. I haven't really looked into why, but Jason's work is very popular in Spain and in Latin America. So maybe it's because of the collaborators that are working on the project with him. Either way, I'm happy to see them having success, and I'm very happy to be a part of it. In fact, now that I think of it, yep, there's me getting a shout out in the back page with all the other collaborators. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching my review. Jason, guys, here's to many more. Till next time, drive safe. See you out there.